Hey, Steve here. Welcome to this overview on our new backlay ladder bot. We've thought about this obviously from the heaps of requests from people who have already bought the backlay ladder in either the cloud format or the Excel format, and now they want it automated and a bit more user friendly because they don't have the time to use it all the time, and they would like to use it that way. So without further ado, let's go and have a look at this bot. First of all, if we have a look at the top here, we've got a manual option. We've got auto 1, auto 2, auto 3, and we've got the 2 tailored options. So anyone who's had the Fibo bot and that will know what we're talking about when we talk manual, tailored, etc. If you look at the manual one, we can have the choice here of horses or greyhounds. That's the other great thing. You can do both horses and greyhounds on this. So in the manual option, what basically means is you can pick your, if we go over to manual here and we bring up races coming up. So we say pick the countries we want. So we want, say, New Zealand and Australia. You'll see that this will load shortly. If not, we can just push manual reload. And we can bet the win market, the place market. So here we are. So if we just bring up this race coming up shortly, we can jump in there. We can sort from the favourite down. And then we have the option is we can use the horses in the field here. So manual means, say for example, you want a Darling Heat. Make your settings. You bet 4 different sorts of staking. We have, obviously, that is the back lay ladder. We have stop at a winner, and then we have 2 lay ones, just lay and new lay, which are explained in the manual and on the sales page below. So this basically means is you bet your horse and whatever you have. So we have it on the back lay ladder. Once the race has resulted, you just go down and comply. Did it win the race? If it did, you put 1. And you go on. So if we just put, so it won the race, so that means the lay lost. Then the lay boxes come up and we put our details in. We actually have a tutorial down below of this video, so you can have a look at exactly how to do it. But the manual means you go race to race. So if you only want to do a couple of races, you can do that. The autos are fully automatic. So you set the settings, the countries you want, how many betting tabs you want. If you want greyhounds or horse racing, win or place market, first favourite up down to the 5th favourite, which backing system which staking system you're going to use, and the other parts there are pretty self-explanatory. We have the stop loss, and of course you can use harness racing also if you want to. So that's the autos. You've got 3 of them, so you could run 3 different auto systems, and I'll show you shortly some results there using the same selection criteria but on 2 different staking plans. And then tailored, this is where you pre-select your horses that you want, all the favourites. So if we go over here to our tailored section, say tailored 1, and we click on the Hawkesbury race, it's already been. Click on a race that hasn't been, Goldman. So we can go in and we can pre-select our horses horse that we want. Once you're doing tailored, you would keep the same staking plan, so you wouldn't switch staking plans as you're going through a session. So if you decide to use the ladder, you stick with the ladder. Then you put an odds range that you want that horse to fall between, and then set the minimum runners, etc. These are all explained in full tutorials once you purchase the bot. So with the tailored ones, you can go through. You may have 6 or 7 horses during the day that you want bet. You can pre-program them, select schedule bet, and as the races come up, the bot will place the bets for you if that horse complies with the odds range the amount of runners, etc. You have the profit target you want, and we also have our profit delta, which is the little bit extra profit after a losing race. We add a little bit more so that when we do get a winning race, we actually get more than what our target is. But once again, explained in the manual. So we have that. Plus up the top here, we have our different, these are our different tabs where the bets go. So if a bet's busy, so we've got Auto 1 has got a bet, and then it's got another bet for the next race, and tab 1 is still waiting for the result, then it goes to Auto 2. That's all controlled by how many tabs you want here. We've been using 3, and we sort of recommend 3. But some people will tick all of them, and they will come down here and have a stop at a profit. So they might have a stop at a profit quite low, and that means when they get the profit, the tab that it's on will stop betting, and bets will go to other tabs until such time as you fill up all the tabs that you have, if you want that approach. Okay, once again, more explanation in the manual. So that is the back-laid ladder infrastructure there. You have our current bets, so we can see now we've got one bet on here at the moment on Auto Back 1. It's a win bet. We have schedule bets. Schedule bets are those tailored bets, and you may say, well, what's the difference between the tailored and the manual? The manual is once you put that, as soon as you make a selection and you hit place the bet, it puts that bet on immediately. It doesn't wait till it gets near the race. It takes the price and puts the bet on straight away. So this Darling Heart, this may be racing in half an hour's time. If you push place the bet will be placed. If you had a Darling Heart as your a tailored bet, for example, then it would wait, in this case, till 30 seconds before the off, before it would place the bet, and it would only place it if it was between these odds here, if these were the odds that you set. Okay, so that's the difference between manual and tailored. The tailored, you can pre-program them, and they'll happen much closer to the actual start of the race, where the manual bets start as soon as you push the button, the bet is placed. Okay, so I just want to show you, now that you've seen the layout of it, just a couple of results that we've had. Michael's been testing it a bit longer while he's been developing it, and you can see there, as I do this video, we've had 12 versions of it to get it to this stage. So when you're testing and you're developing and finding bugs in that, it's very hard to keep continuity of results because you're always wiping them out and getting a new version. So let's just have a look at how it's been going. Okay, so these examples that we show you, these are only on the auto phase of the bot. So the first one here is Auto 1, place market, and stop at a winner staking. So it's using the place market here, and only with odds between 1 and 5. You can see there from the 8th down to the 25th. There's a few days missing in between. But in that time, it made $16 or £16.64, and he was using just a 10-cent target on place market using the saw staking on horses between 1.5 and 2. So if he'd been using a $1 or £1 target, we were looking at 166 profit for those days from the 8th through to the 25th. Now, using the win market and using the back lay ladder, so fewer days there, as you can see there, and using the first favourite in the win market with odds between 3 and 4, so very tight market. On the horses with a target of 20 cents or 20 pence, it made £11.56, and if using a £1 target, it would have been £57.80, running on autopilot over those days. Now, if we look at Auto 3, that's using exactly the same same odds range in the place market as we used up in Auto 1. However, that one did hit a stop loss on the 23rd, so it banked a £9 profit. So on 20 pence targets, it made £9 profit, and if you were using a £1 target, it would have been £45.40. profit over those 10 days or so. But as I said, hit a profit loss, so we lost half our profit there, but we still banked a profit overall. So that's just showing you using backlay ladder, which didn't quite work out in that one, and up here on the same settings but with the stop at a winner staking, that made a profit, although a few more days were involved. So mix and matching that will help make an overall profit. Now I've had a run only for the last few days because I've been away, and then when I finally got back, Michael gave me this finished version, and I just did auto 1. Was the first favourite between 3 and 6 was saw staking, so we managed to make a small profit on a 10-cent target there of $2.57. And if I was using a £1 or $1 target, it would have been £25.70 profit. So September, I mean, the 24th of September here was only 8 hours. It was at 5 o'clock at night when I started at 6 o'clock. And this was a full day here. Full day here made $3 or £3 profit. And this one in September the 26th is only 3 hours. The last 3 hours of UK racing last night. Then I used the backlay ladder with the lower, I should say, odds of 2 to 3.5 in the win market, and that made $3.91 on the 10-cent target, so £39 or dollars if we were using a £1, $1 target. And that was only 12 hours on the 25th and the 3 hours on the 26th. So on a total of 35 hours from when I started Auto 1, it made $6 or £6.48 using the 10-cent or 10p profit target. So if I was using a £1 or $1 target overall for that 35 hours, it would have been £64 profit, all run on autopilot, and nothing to intervene with. So that is just the autos, which fine if you want to do that. My favourite is the tailored betting because you can pick out the horses that you want and go from there. It's much more, well, I wouldn't say accurate, but my returns are better if I use tailored. For those of you who are not familiar with the backlay ladder, basically here we've got 10 races. This is the back side of it, and this is the lay side of it. And the idea of the back lay is each side looks after itself. So the back ladder is just trying to win whatever target. In this case, it's $1. It's trying to win $1 for every race. So if it has a loss, then the next race it's still looking to win another $1. So you can see here, after 2 races, it's won $2. First race it lost $1.49. The next race it recovered the loss, made the $1 it won it in race 1, and then also made the $1 it won it on race 2. So at the end of 10 races, one of these columns here, either the back or the lay, will have a $10 or £10 running profit. And we can see here, because the 10th race, the lay one, we ended up with our $10 profit there. And we can see the back lost, so we only got $8.28. But in the next race, if the back wins, we'll have $11 profit. So with the back lay ladder, as I said, the back keeps staking for its own benefit, and the lay keeps betting and staking to its benefit. So it seems strange. People say, well, we back and laying the same horse, how are we going to make a profit? It's because each side of the bet is looking after itself and staking for itself. And we can see that in here when the lay wins, and the back wins, and then the profit keeps climbing, even though one side of the bet is losing all the time. You can see there in this big one here, okay, the lay bet lost money here. Okay, it lost $2 something there. If we go there, there's $2, so it lost $3, but the backside won $8. Okay, so we made $5 on that race, but that's not really how you should view it. Okay, so the backlay, I know a lot of you have got the backlay software, so you'll know how that works. But for those of you who don't, you can always revisit here, lay back and win, and click on this link and down the website down below, and it'll take you to that page which explains it a lot more. But we explain it down here exactly too, how the other staking systems work, the stop at a winner, and also the just lay and new lay, how they work as well. So thanks for watching this. It went a bit longer than I thought, but it gives you sort of an overview on how the backlay ladder works. And you can have a lot of fun on auto, and you can run it, on autopilot over days without turning it off if you want to use it that way, or you can just program bets in tailored, or when you've got a spare time, you can just sit down and use the manual ones and fill in a few hours that way if you want to get the entertainment out of it. Mind you, the auto one is a great way for entertainment as well, because you can just let the bets flow and just follow the action as you go. So thanks for watching this backlay introduction to this bot, and we hope that you see some advantage in it. It's a very good bot in that you can use on greyhounds and horses, and coupled with the 4 different staking plans, it gives you a real alternative to just betting traditionally level staking. So thanks again on behalf of Michael and myself, Steve. Cheers.